Thank you, Mr. Dalton. Ms. Elisaveta Kostova Ogata is a member of the first graduating class of ACS in 1997. She is currently Vice President of Product for Bright Media Corporation, one of the top 5 technology companies for job seekers and recruiters in the U.S. Prior to Bright, she was a lead product manager at Zynga, working on Farmville, among other products. And prior to Zynga, she spent 6 years doing investments in private equity and venture capital in the U.S., Europe, and Latin America. She's a graduate of the Huntsman Program of International Studies and Business at the Wharton School and at the University of Pennsylvania, and earned her MBA at Harvard Business School. She currently lives with her husband in San Francisco, California. Ms. Kostova joined the Board of Trustees of the American College of Sofia in 2012. She speaks Russian, German, and Spanish, and is an avid skier, swimmer, and yogi. Welcome, Ms. Kostova.
Hello, Mr. President, Board of Trustees, faculty, honored guests, family, and friends. I'm really, really happy to be here today, and I'm really honored. And I find myself at this podium almost by accident. In fact, when Dr. Whitaker called me up and asked me if I wouldn't mind speaking, I asked him, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Well, you know, Lisa, it's been 16 years since you graduated high school. And as a woman, you never want to be reminded how long ago you graduated high school. But here I am. At the same time, the truth is, I almost did not graduate the American College of Sofia. First of all, I barely made it on the admissions list. When my father went to check the results of the admissions exam in 1992 at the University of Sofia, there were hundreds and thousands of parents there, and they were all trying to get to the place where the list was. So my father was patiently waiting to go and see the list. One of his colleagues from the hospital came up, and she said, "You know, Dr. Kostov, your daughter is the last one on the list." So of course, my dad heard that I was accepted, and that's all that mattered. But that was just the beginning. I almost didn't make it on several other occasions. It was only through the help of the community of teachers, classmates, staff, and even parents of classmates that I managed to graduate. In my junior year, in October of 1995, my father passed away in a car accident with 2 other doctors. It was a very difficult time for me and my family. And the first person to show up on the doorstep after that day, the following morning, was the mother of a classmate of mine from the American College of Sofia. A couple of years followed that were full of difficulty. The case for my father's death dragged on in the courts for several years, and in the meantime, my mother and I had no support. My mother took out a few jobs to make ends meet, and the year after my dad passed away, Bulgaria experienced the biggest hyperinflation the country has experienced in generations. Some of the parents and the family may remember, in April of 1996, you could buy $1 with 16 lev. By January of 1997, not 8 months later, you needed 3,500 lev to buy $1. Of course, the pension that I was receiving from my father did not go up, and in January of that year, I could buy a bottle of $2 shampoo with that money and not much more. Unbeknownst to me, my mother came to the president of the American College of Sofia at that time, Dr. Charles, and told him she could no longer afford to keep me in school. Dr. Charles would not hear of it. He said that if he had to pay for me himself personally, he would not let me drop out. In addition, teachers, among whom Ani Ivanova, who is still here at the college, offered to postpone exams so that I could deal with the death of my father. One of my classmates' fathers, Mr. Blagoev, found me a wealthy student that I could teach English to and prepare him for the TOEFL exam. That earned me several $100s, which at that time was a lot of money for me and my family. My classmates at the American College of Sofia, I did not know this, but they came together and they collected money so they could pay for my prom, for my abiturenska večer. To this community of the American College of Sofia, I'm eternally grateful and indebted with my life. Americans have a saying, it takes a village. It really does. I would not be sitting here if it were not the case. None of us would be sitting here if it were not for Dr. Black, who walked for many kilometers in the snow in the years around World War II so that he could withdraw money from the bank and keep the college open. Or without the trustees who for 50 dark years in the US held out the hope that one day they could reopen the school and did not liquidate the funds, they kept the funds going. Or without the courageous and idealistic teachers, that first group of teachers who came here in 1992, led by Dr. Whitaker, and who with their own hands renovated and prepared the building behind me, Sanders Hall. One of those teachers, Andy Roberts, is here today, and I can tell you, knowing him and the ones who were with him, they really put their hearts into the school. And that was all in the face of personal threats and political uncertainty, tremendous political uncertainty. They found a way to open the school and give us this gift. Today is a very special day for you, ACS graduates. But remember, it is also a very special day for your family, your friends, your parents and teachers, your community, your village, who have sacrificed so much and helped you become who you are. Please join me in standing up and giving a round of applause to your community, to your village, to your family and friends for all the help that they've done. Please join me in applauding them. Мили родители, мили родители, семейство, учители и приятели, благодарим ви от сърце за вашата любов, подкрепа и всеотдайност. Без вас нямаше да сме тук. Thank you. You may sit. So remember, it takes a village. And the second thing I wanted to share with you today is the feeling of gratitude and the importance of nurturing that feeling of gratitude. To achieve great things in life takes hard work and a vision of where you want to go and persistence. And I have no doubt, seeing you here, that you know how to work hard. You know how to persist and persevere. So I'm very confident that wherever you go, you will achieve great things and you will be successful. But if you take one thing from my message today, is do not let the ambition and the focus overshadow the present moment. It is only in the present moment that you can see and feel grateful for that which you have and for the support of your community, for the support of your village. Nurture and cultivate that feeling of gratitude, and you will be inspired to give back. Giving back takes many forms, big ones and small ones. I see it daily in the example of my ACS fellow classmates. Evgenia Peeva, who has come back to Bulgaria to found the Teach for Bulgaria initiative, she will send 50 teachers to all corners of Bulgaria this year, to places where they haven't seen a teacher in many years. Borislav Stefanov, who returned from the US to head the Foreign Investment Agency of Bulgaria. And I have seen him work so hard and pull so many long hours so that he could structure incentives for foreign investors to come here and promote Bulgaria to foreign investors. Theodora Konetsovska, who together with her husband founded a scholarship that sends one Bulgarian child from here, from the college or from elsewhere, to the Camp Rising Sun in the US. Maria Mircheva, who lives in Lake Tahoe in California and who has dedicated her life to replanting sugar pine trees in an area that is suffering from trees dying from a serious disease. Petya Mironova, who is here at the college and who, together with other parents, is pioneering new and sustainable ways of parenting. She's also driving the student fundraising initiative and reminding us daily of how important it is to give back. My ACS classmates are journalists, doctors, lawyers, scientists. They're entrepreneurs, authors, movie makers, and policy makers. And each one of them, what unites us, what unites all of us, American College of Sofia graduates, is that we find ways to give back. With time, with money, but most importantly, with love and care, back to our community and back to our village. So take time every day to exercise this very, very important muscle in your body, the most important muscle in your body, your heart. The feeling of gratitude will light up your whole life. It will fuel your dreams. It will help you dispel the daily worries, anxieties, and fears. It will let you experience happiness every day instead of chasing it into the future. I will close today's message with a quote by Jonas Salk. He said, "I have had dreams and I have had nightmares. I overcame my nightmares with the help of my dreams. May you have the feeling of gratitude and appreciation in your hearts. May you always remember your village and give back to it. And may gratitude always make your dreams stronger than your nightmares." Congratulations, class of 2013.
Thank you, Lisa, for that very inspiring message.